You are learning JSP actions. How many actions are there? 9. What is first one? Forward. Next, JSP include. Next, JSP use bin. Next, JSP set property. Next, get property. Next, plugin. Next, fallback. Next, params. Next, param. Okay. First one completed. Second one you are learning. Second one syntax I given. Syntax. How to use that is I'll explain. See, it is equal to solid forwarding. It is equivalent to solid including. Suppose one example. Solid including. Suppose it is page 1.jsp. It is page 1.jsp. It is page 2.jsp. Here, suppose here JSP definition I'll display. JSP definition. It is just like a tutorial type. It is JSP tutorial. Suppose here JSTL. Suppose here heading JSP tutorial. Here JSP tutorial I want to display. Instead of writing 2 times separate program, I'll write this file name, suppose header.jsp. Here JSP tutorial. I'll write this JSP tutorial header.jsp. I'll include here. Same this header.jsp I'll include here. So I'll use include. Here also include. One more footer.jsp I'll write. Footer.jsp. Here or institute address I'll write. This is I'll include at bottom. Here I'll include. Here I'll include. So instead of writing many times, you can write on separate JSP. You can include many times. See, already you studied it. Solid including. What is the benefit? Solid including reusability. Now, suppose you are displaying tutorial, JSP tutorial. JSP tutorial, suppose hundreds of pages are there, hundreds of pages. What you can do is header you can write here, you can include 100 times. Footer you can write here, that is include 100 times. That is a benefit. All right, this one. So it is equivalent to solid including. So this header we are including at top center, okay, bottom, middle, here footer. So this header footer one time only you can write, many times you can use. Is it over? Say. First listen the class, end of the session will clarify your doubts, online students. Say this forward is to forward the request and response of one JSP to another JSP. This include is to include the request and response of one JSP into another JSP. So you have seen we written like this yesterday. Forward page equal to another JSP. Same style JSP colon include page equal to another JSP. Like this you can write. Here not only JSP, we can write HTML also, we can write Servlet also. If you want to write a Servlet, you need to write URL pattern of Servlet. If it is JSP, file name. If it is HTML, file name. Okay. If it is HTML, file name you have to write. JSP, file name you have to write. If it is Servlet, URL pattern you have to write. But already you studied include directive. But what's the difference between include directive and include action? After this program, I'll explain. Say file, new, dynamic web project, suppose tutorial. Next XML, finish. Say tutorial, right click, new JSP file. Suppose first header.jsp. Next finish. Say header.jsp, we are displaying only header. So out.println JSP tutorial. Okay, JSP tutorial. So out.println JSP tutorial. Here level 1 heading, otherwise this HTML anyhow there will write page 1.jsp, page 2.jsp. That's what this body background color I am not writing, because if I write here also that will be affected there again, because this page header.jsp, footer.jsp included in page 1.jsp. That's what if you write also no use. Suppose just font color I'll write. Font color, suppose red. Suppose just level 1 heading. Now JSP tutorial, even underline text I'll write. Underline text. Now here this JSP tutorial appears with level 1 heading text and underline text, color red. Okay, this is header.jsp. Note on this one. Header.jsp. In expression, you should not write semicolon, but here semicolon compulsory. It is scriptlet. If it is expression, directly it comes in out.print. JSP tutorial displayed with level 1 heading text and underlined, color red. Here body background I'm not writing, because this is going to be included in page 1.jsp, page 2.jsp. If I write also wasted. Is it over? So JSP tutorial displayed with level 1 heading, underlined text, color red. Now next one, footer.jsp, right click, new JSP file. Footer.jsp. Next, finish. Here on Naresh Technologies, Amirpet, Hyderabad. This is, suppose underline text I'll remove. It is level 3 I'll write. This underline I'll remove. this color I'll change. Okay. Now, Naresh Technologies, Amirpet, Hyderabad. It is displayed with blue color text as well as level 3 I given. Okay. Level 3. Now, Radisson. Is it over? So just we are printing Naresh Technologies, Amirpet, Hyderabad, and with the blue color text, level 3 heading. Because this is not a main file, it is we are including. We are including. Is it over? Next, new JSP file. Next, page 1.jsp. Now, page 1.jsp. Okay. Here, JSP definition we have to print. Suppose here, body color, BG color. BG color, suppose yellow, text color, green. Now, JSP definition I want to print. Say, level 1 heading, underline text, JSP. Now, I'll display with JSP definition. Now, here, JSP stands for Java Server Pages. It is a specification for developing web applications with Java programming language. Okay. Now, this is yellow color background, green color text, level 1 heading, underline text, JSP. This JSP definition printed. But before this JSP, we have to print JSP tutorial heading. So what we have to write? JSP colon include page equal to header.jsp. This slash equivalent to close tag. Now same after this heading footer, JSP colon include page equal to footer.jsp. That's it. Okay, ready, sir? So header.jsp included, footer.jsp included. Include here attribute is page. Include directive attribute is file. Include directive also is studied. Their attribute is file. Here attribute is page. the JSP definition. So in this program, two programs included, header.jsp included, footer.jsp included. So JSP stands for Java Server Pages. It is a specification for developing web applications with Java programming language. So here header.jsp output, footer.jsp output included. Suppose here footer.jsp, our institute address I given. Suppose our institute address is changed, then only footer.jsp can change. That's it. Is it over? Same. Like this only. One more. Right click, new JSP. Page2.jsp. Here header.jsp, footer.jsp same. Here JSP plus JSTL. Here JSTL definition. JSTL stands for JSP Standard Tag Library. It is introduced JSP 2.0 version to simplify the JSP. Radisson. So it is equivalent to solid including. This continuation. Here also header, footer. If I send request to page1.jsp or page2.jsp, how many programs executed? 3 programs executed. Header.jsp, page1.jsp, footer.jsp. If I send request to page2 also, header.jsp, page2.jsp, footer.jsp. Three programs executed. See. See. I'll run the program. Run on server. Save. All pages save. You observe here. I'm sending request to page1.jsp. Now, how many programs executed? 3 programs. Header.jsp, page1.jsp, footer.jsp. Background color, what I given? Yellow color. Header.jsp content, JSP tutorial, which color? Red. JSP tutorial definition, blue, green color. And Naresh Technologies, blue color. See, that is color projector problem only. This is red, this is green, this is blue. Okay, and this is, if you want center you can write. Suppose here header footer. Here you can write center. Footer also. Center. See. Run on server. Save. See. Page1.jsp. Say background color yellow, this is red, this is green, this is blue. Now, if I send request to page2.jsp, only content changed. See, here JSP tutorial same, Naresh Technology same. This is changed. Now, like this, suppose tutorial 100 pages is there. In 100 pages, this is included. 100 pages, this is included. Reusable. But already we have include directive. You studied. Include directive, we written like this. Include file equal to. Like this we written. Include, this is include action. This is include directive. What's the difference between include directive, include action? Is an interview question. Just note down. Differences between include directive and include action. Differences between include directive and include action. One side include directive. One more side include action. differences between include directive and include action. One side include directive, one side include action. It includes the content of a file. It includes the request and response. It includes the content of a file. It includes the request and response of a file. It supports to include JSP file and HTML file. It supports to include JSP file, comma, HTML file and Solid. JSP file, HTML file, here JSP file, HTML file, Solid. It includes the content at page translation time. It includes the request and response at page request time. Whenever request comes, it is included. But here, while translating, how many times translation done? One time or many times? One time or many times? JSP converted to Solid. How many times? One time or many times? One time. Very first request only converted. So at the time only you're included. But it is every request included. That's what it is equivalent to Solid including. It is not equal to Solid including. It is not equals to Solid including. It is equivalent to Solid including. Differences between include directive, include action. Okay, already written. No? See. It supports to include JSP file and HTML file. It supports to include JSP file, HTML file, Solid. You written this all over? So leave it. Now, it is not equal to solid including. It is equivalent to solid including. It includes the content at page translation time. It includes the request and response at page request time. At page request time. Okay. It includes the content at page translation time. It includes the request and response at page request time. Whenever request comes, it is included. It is translation time. JSP converted into solid at the time only. That's what here what will happen. See example. Suppose here also example. See here, suppose it is page 1.jsp. It is page 2.jsp. It is page 1.jsp. It is page 2.jsp. Like this we have. Suppose you written like this. J include file equal to page 2.jsp. You written like this. Like this you written. Here few lines of code. Here also we have some other lines. Here page 2. Like this, two separate programs you will write. This is you included with directive. Okay. With the directive included. This is converted into solid. At the time, what will happen? One solid only created. So only one solid created. Page 1 underscore JSP dot Java. One only created. In this solid only, page 1.jsp code, page 2.jsp code, page 1.jsp code, like this. So it is page 2.jsp code. Like this included. So while translating, while converting JSP into a solid, then only this is included. This is page directive. But page action, so include directive, include action, it's like a solid including. Two separate solids created. Now, write this one left side. Example, left side, that is directive side. So page 1.jsp, page 2.jsp. Page 2.jsp I included in page 1.jsp with the directive. At the time, what will happen? While converting JSP into a solid, this content included. So this is not like a solid including, but here what will happen? See, page 1.jsp, page 2.jsp, suppose. Page 1.jsp, page 2.jsp. Here you'll include like this: JSP colon include page equal to page 2.jsp. If you write like this, it's converted into solid. While converting page 1 underscore JSP dot Java. This is one solid created. It is one more solid created. Page 2 underscore JSP dot Java. So here two separate solids prepared. Whenever request comes, request response included. So again here solid code including code will be there. How we included? What we written to include the solid? Some code we written. No? What is that code? To include the solid. Solid including solid program. You forgot. Request dispatcher. Request dispatcher reference dot include. Request dispatcher is get request dispatcher. Request dispatcher RD equal to solid request dot get request dispatcher. After getting that, RD dot for include we return. That code here it will write. So here two JSPs convert into two solids. So again here solid including concept comes. Here what's the difference is request and response object we can include here. Request dot set attribute, request dot get attribute. Attributes you can access here. Here not possible like that. Here different. Only content we can access. Here content also possible. Request and response also possible. So both possible. So here content also possible. Here request and response also possible. Even from HTML page, request parameters comes. That is included in other JSP also. In other solid also. And here solid including also possible. But here solid including not possible. Okay. So here two JSPs, one solid prepared. Here two JSPs, two solids prepared. Again here request dispatcher RD equal to solid request dot get request dispatcher with that RD dot include, that is included. So solid including type included. Is it over? So include directive different, include action different, not same. Say include directive, first it will include the content. Include action, it will include the request and response. You studied on this line. Request to dispatcher RD equal to request dot get request to dispatcher. Like a welcome solid we included. Welcome solid or forward solid, whatever solid. After that RD dot include. Here request response. Let us written no code in solids this type. Okay. Up to here, include action completed. Next, JSP using Java Bean. This purpose only use bean tag required. Next heading, JSP using Java Bean. JSP using Java Bean. JSP using Java Bean. First of all, what is Java Bean? See, a Java Bean is a reusable software component. A Java Bean is a reusable software component. A Java Bean is a reusable software component. While teaching row sets, I explained what is Java Bean. Study no? While teaching row sets, I taught. So a Java Bean is a reusable software component. See, for example, one frame. It's on frame class. This frame, size, color, width, height, background, these all so many types you can change. And now this frame, this is actually one class. This is actually one class, frame class. This is, we can call it as Java Bean because it is a reusable software component. How? Now what we'll do is the class prepared like a Java Bean. What I'll do, frame f equal to new frame. I'll create. After that, frame size, width of the frame, height of the frame, I'll pass. Suppose 400 pixels width, 400 pixels height, I'll write. You will create frame class object. You will set 500 pixels width, 500 pixels height. Say same frame for me 400 pixels, for you 500 pixels. One more person 600 pixels. Reusable. And same frame, I'll set background, red color. Get background, will get a red. You will set background green. You will call get background, you will get a green. One more person will set background blue. You will get blue. But same frame, for me 400 pixels, for you 500 pixels, one more person 600 pixels, one person red color, one person green color, one person blue color. It is possible. So the class is designed like that. That is called Java Bean. For that, some rules are there, already given. A Java class is said to be Java Bean if it is follows the following rules. Study no? How many rules are there? What are the rules are there? First one, serializable. Next, must be in a package. Okay. Next, what is it? Setter getter. Okay. These all you studied, no? 7 rules are there. ToString method not required. toString method not required. Constructor, default constructor required. A Java class is said to be Java Bean if it is follows the following rules. First, class must be public. Public class required. Class must implements java.io.serializable interface. Class must be in a package. Class must contain public default constructor. All instance variables must be private. Each and every property must contain setter and getter methods. All setter and getter methods must be public. These 7 rules are there. A Java class is said to be Java Bean if it is follows the following rules. First rule, class must be public. Second rule, class must implement java.io.serializable interface. Class must be in a package. Class must contain public default constructor. All instance variables, nothing but properties, must be private. Each and every property must contain setter and getter methods. All setter and getter methods must be public. These all 7 rules are there. Okay. A Java class is said to be Java Bean if it is follows these 7 rules. JSP using Java Bean. A Java Bean is a reusable software component. A Java class is said to be Java Bean if it is follows the following rules. If any Java class follows these 7 rules, that Java class is called Java Bean. While teaching row sets, I explained about this one very depth. Yeah, it is fully encapsulated. Setter getter is there, fully encapsulated. Is it over? So these 7 rules, if it is follows, that Java class is called as Java Bean. So normal Java class only we'll call it a Java Bean. When we'll call, if any class contain these 7 rules, that class is called Java Bean. Is it over? Say, for example, on class I'll write class something message bean. One class. Simple class I'm writing. Now, class name is message bean. Say, this class, it is not a Java Bean. If this class, if it is follow these 7 rules, then this class is called Java Bean. Say, first rule, class must be public. Suppose I'll write here public. It is first rule followed. Okay. Second rule, must implements java.io.serializable. So implements serializable. We can import the package. Import java.io.star. This is second rule. Third rule, class must be in a package. This is I'll write in one package. Suppose package demo. Say one package I written. Say according to 7 rules. First rule, class must be public. One public I written. Next, serializable. Serializable interface available in IO package. That's what this one. Must be in a package. Package. Class must contain public default constructor. Is it required to write? Why? Implicitly public default constructor comes. Implicitly public default constructor comes. Okay. Now, after this, all instance variables must be private. Suppose one instance variable I'll write private string one message. Okay. Each and every property must contain setter getter method. Setter method return type what will be there? Setter void. After that set message, which takes string message. Now here, this message, is it instance variable or class variable or local variable? This one instance variable, this one local variable. Instance variable, class, local variable, same name is there. How to access instance variable? This dot message equal to message. Okay. Now getter method return type, here whichever type is there, that type. So string, get message, return message. Now all setter getter methods must be public. Public here also public. Now see, according to 7 rules, public class required, public return, serializable interface implemented, must be in a package demo, default constructor implicitly comes, instance variable private, for that setter getter must be public. This is one example of Java Bean. Write this one. So according to Java Bean rules, this class is followed. All 7 rules followed. So this Java Bean is different. Enterprise Java Bean is different. That in Spring class we'll learn. Spring Enterprise. Here 7 rules it is followed. Is it over? No done. To access the above Java Bean, in a JSP, we use the following actions. First one, JSP colon use bean. Second one, JSP colon set property. Third one, JSP colon get property. To access the above Java Bean in a JSP, we use the following actions. First one, use bean. Second one, set property. Third one, get property. These 3 required. To access the above Java Bean in a JSP, we use the following actions. Use bin, set property, get property. So these three actions, Java Bean purpose prepared. These three actions. See, these are instance methods or class methods. Instance methods. For calling setter method, getter method, object required. For creating object, we use this action. For calling setter method, we use this action. For calling getter method, we use this action. How to use these actions, we'll see in tomorrow class. Okay.